Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of Soldiers Talk the Podcast. I'm your host, Staff Sergeant McPherson, and on this show we discuss military topics with current and prior service members. So today, you guys, I wanna give you guys the three methods of counseling soldiers. Make sure you guys stay tuned to this video. Okay, so the three methods of counseling soldiers, right? So before we get in the video, make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys comment down below if you liking the content. Also make sure if you haven't already, make sure you guys go purchase my book, Growing Up in the Army, where I basically talk about my experiences and my journey up until this point. So like I was saying, the video we doing today is basically going to be about the three methods of counseling. So hopefully you guys are counseling your soldiers. You know, sometimes you can get caught up in work and might not physically counsel your soldiers, but you know, sometimes you might just do a verbal counseling. But like I was saying, so the three methods of counseling soldiers, right? So the three methods of counseling soldiers, you got the direct approach, you got the non-directive approach, and you got the combined approach. And I kind of want to get into each one of those and the advantages and disadvantages of each one of those approaches. But first, before you even counsel the soldier, right, you don't want to approach every soldier the same, because every soldier is different and they all got different personalities. So you basically have to learn to adapt to which type of counseling that you gonna have to go with that particular soldier. So first we're gonna talk about the direct approach. Okay, so I'm just gonna read a little bit from right here. So the direct approach is counselor led. This type of counseling is most effective when dealing with disciplinary problems or soldiers who are immature, insecure, or require unilateral guidance. Unfortunately, it often provides only short-term solutions and usually treats a symptom rather than addressing the cause of the problem. Use the direct approach with caution. When soldiers feel like they are not receiving the benefit of the doubt or not being allowed to express their concerns, it can evoke apathetic or even rebellious attitudes. So dealing with the direct approach, you basically, it's counselor led. You telling them directly what they're doing wrong or what they're doing right. It don't give them any leeway on they can't what I'm trying to say. So they don't express their feelings a lot in the direct approach. So you just want to lay it out on the line, let them know what they're doing wrong or what they're doing right in this type of counseling. So the next approach would be the non-directive approach. So it said the non-directive approach is soldier-centered. This style allows the soldiers to identify the problem, determine possible courses of action, and take responsibility for solving the problem. This approach normally takes longer and is more relaxed than the direct approach. A non-directive counseling session can help reinforce the fact that you are available to fix a problem. Counseling is not about arbitrarily punishing for negative incidents. It's about finding a solution that will grow the soldier and help the team. So, so the non-directive approach is basically soldier-centered. It allows the soldier to express their feelings. If you got a soldier that they got a lot going on, of course they're gonna have a lot to talk about. So that's basically want to go with the non-directive approach with that type of soldier. So the combined approach, and it says here the combined approach, most leaders use a combination of directive and non-directive approaches to resolve the average counseling situation. With experience, you will develop your own style and methods of handling problems with subordinates. Always plan your approach with your goals in mind. Also, be sure to consider the severity of the incident before you begin a session. What was the real effect of the event? Was the soldier's heart in the right place, or do they need to be pulled down from the clouds and reminded of their responsibilities and the scope of their duty? So this is the combined approach. When you basically get both sides of the situation. You know, you might have something you want to tell them something directly, and they can interact or express their feelings about it. But the end goal should be you should know exactly how you're going to handle the problem, or how you're going to create the solution, or whatever happened. So it also has different advantages and disadvantages about each one of these approaches of counseling. So far as non-directive, some of the advantages of a non-directive approach would be it encourages maturity, because of course the soldier is expressing themselves. It encourages open communication, develops personal responsibility. And some disadvantages would be is more time consuming, requires greatest counselor skills. As far as the directive approach, it's the quickest method. It's good for people who need clear and concise direction. Always counseling to use their experience. It allows counselors to use their experience. And as far as the disadvantage to directive approach is, it does not encourage subordinates to be a part of the solution. It tends to treat symptoms and not problems, tends to discourage subordinates from talking freely. Solution is the counselors, not the subordinates. So that's the difference, you guys, when it comes to directive and non-directive. So the directive, the solution is the counselors. You know, non-directive, it allows the soldier to find a solution. Okay, so far as the combined, it's moderately quick, encourages maturity, encourages open communication, and allows counselors to use their experience. May take too much time for some situations. So you don't want to go back and forth. That's why it's taking too much time using the combined counseling approach, because you are basically having a conversation or going back and forth about the solutions or stuff like that. So that's basically what I wanted to cover today, you guys. I covered the 3 methods of counseling. Sorry about that, guy. This thing is like super sensitive. I covered the 3 methods of counseling, and let me know what you guys think about this video. Leave a comment down below as far as the 3 methods of counseling, and I'll see you guys in formation.